Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Gung Ho Guns here, and yes, the mustache is still alive, still kicking, and probably has better stats than half my characters. Anyway, today we're back in Blue Protocol Star Residence, and I gotta say I'm still having an absolute blast. The dungeons, the raids, the vaults, world bosses, this finally feels like a proper MMO again. It's got that let's grab a drink, jump in with a few friends, and lose track of time energy. And I'm here for it. I love it. Here is the best part. You don't have to spend a single dime to be strong in this game. I'm sitting at over 11k power right now using limited imagines, no stat boost, zero cash spent on progression. The only thing that I bought is outfits, or cosmetics, because let's be honest, that is the true end game, just looking fantastic. Anyway, today I'm going to show you how to exactly scale up, gear up, skill up the smart way, the free way. That way you too can be just top 1% of this game in terms of raw power as a free 2 player. Are you looking for friends to play Blue Protocol Star Residence with? Then stop running around like a lost puppy and come join the Mando community. We're not just a guild, we're a bunch of lunatics bound by friendship, brotherhood, and the shared ability to be actually good guildmates. We raid, we craft, we smash PvE, and if PvP's around, we'll throw ourselves in the meat grinder too, loudly, proudly, and probably with a drink in a hand. We also run social events, hang out, basically vibe our way through new MMOs like a traveling circus of chaos. So, if you're looking for a new crew to enjoy this game with, hop into our Discord. The link is in the bio. Come join us. We got room, we got bad jokes, and probably also mustaches. All right. Thank you guys again for being here. I genuinely appreciate every single one of you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And drop a comment to let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions or need a hand, I would be happy to help you. Also, if you're thinking about trying this game out, I have a link in the description. It is a free-to-play game. Come try it out, man. I think you guys are missing out. It's actually and genuinely a really good game. Now, let's get into it. As of today, I'm sitting at 11,300 combat power in Blue Protocol Star Resonance. And I'll be honest with you, I barely grinded. We're talking bare minimum. Some daily quests, a few boss runs, maybe 15 minutes of effort on world bosses, if that, and only when RNG isn't actively trying to ruin my life. Here is the fun part. I'm going to show you exactly how I got here, step by step. No nonsense, just what I'm doing, what actually works. That way you too can come play this game and become part of the top 1% when it comes to actual gear grind and power. All right, the number one tip that I can give you is conserve your Luno or your money for your skills. For example, if I were to look at my skills here, all the skills that I use, as you see, are fully leveled up. I have to be level 60 to finish them off. Now, I have other skills that I am not using that I can upgrade. And if I wanted to upgrade, it'd be 65,000. Like, there's no reason for you to do that. So my number one tip here, again, is find the skills in your rotation that you want to be using and prioritize leveling those up. Do not waste your money on the others. You're going to need it. Because on the other part of that, if you look right over here, a lot of people fall for the trick, and I did in beta as well, for picking too many alts, so different classes to play on one character. When you do that, you have to level all the skills for all the other characters, and guess what happens? You're going to run out of Luno, that you're not going to be able to get all of yours fully leveled up. So again, one more time, conserve, conserve, conserve. That is your number one tip. Is going to help a lot, I promise you. Tip number 2 is leveling your skills to the next level. And what I mean by that is you look right here, it says tier 2. You want to try to get him to at least tier 3 because it's going to help you quite a lot. For example, if I were to look at the one that I just leveled, Judgment, I will need, let me actually cancel these out. I'm going to need 22 books to get to tier 4. However, if I want to get him to tier 3, it's 15 books per. Now, you can get these books from everywhere. They're literally in all the missions and everything that you do. You can also get them at the stores. For example, if you go to Colorful Store right here, you should be able to find some in the Honor Coin. You can get 25 per week, which is huge. As well as I believe you can get it from the Mystery Store as well. If you get lucky, they might have some in here as well. There's also a store in events. If you go to events and then you go to the Seabreeze store right here, you might be able to get 15 right here as well per week while this activity is going on. There is one more store that you might be able to get, and if you come right over here on the very bottom, I have found some in here, as well as if you do the reclaim hub, I found some in here that you can buy. So again, check all the stores, make sure that you get as many as you can. Now, here is the next tip, and I'm going to actually do one in front of you just to guys show you how to do it. What you want to do is you want to go to the training center, okay? And then you want to go to life skills and alchemy. Okay, now if you are doing alchemy as one of your crafts abilities or your life skills, good for you. I'm going to be picking it up this week myself. But the reason why I bring this up is that if you look right here, it's called the Knowledge Convert Potion, and they sell for about 4,000. They're pretty inexpensive. They're pretty cheap. There's 500 for sale. But again, if you don't want to spend that money, you can just make it yourself. But we're going to spend it. So we're going to buy 2 of them just to show you guys how this works. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to come to right over here to where the Pioneer building is, and you're going to talk to Mila, okay? And in the very top option says Life Skills Exchange. Now remember, what this is going to give you, it's going to give you selection of books. So make sure before you just start clicking exchange, when you click on one of them, make sure that you click and you see if this is going to be one of the classes that you plan to play on this character or not. For example, I am playing all the agility and strength characters on this character and all the intellect on my alt, which is also about 11,000 CP, if I may add. So again, this is how I'm separating it just to make the Luno, a little bit easier to grind. So for example, I'm going to be playing Stormwind or Stormblade here. I'm not going to do that. What about this one? Which one is this? I'm going to be playing the Heavy Guardian here, so we're going to skip that. I am not going to be playing the Mage, and as you see right here, I can exchange one of them and 3 of these that I already have. And if you exchange it, it's going to give you that book selection. So if you go back to your inventory, as you see it right here, you can open it and then you can choose your class. For example, I'm going to be the Shield Knight, of course, my main. I'm going to go ahead and take that. The next tip that I want to tell you is a huge one, and that is how to get all of your gear to be, as you see right here, gold, aka legendary. Every single piece, and there's an easy way of doing this, by the way. A lot of people just go crazy on it and spend all their time grinding world bosses. You don't need to do that. There's an easier way to do this, and it starts off in shop. If you go to store and you go to colorful, okay, and right in here, what you want to do is, and you probably have a bunch of these already, but if you don't, make sure that you buy one every time that you're doing this. So what it's called, cheer up treat, and what it does is you take it before you enter the dungeon, and then when you fight the dungeon, you're going to get 3 times the amount of rewards at the end. So this increases the chance of you getting that gold item. Here is why you do that. So for example, if we were to go to Goblin Lair, and we'll go around it, and you want to do this in hard mode, obviously, right? Every one of these hard modes is going to be dropping 2 different pieces. Like for example, this drops the legendary gauntlets, this drops the earrings, the next one, for example, drops the helmet, and it drops the necklace, right? There is, because I've already done them all, you actually can't see it right now, but there is a first complete in hard mode. You get a box, and that golden box is going to contain both of those items. You get to kind of choose which one you want. Here is how you do it. Do not open that box, because there is also a pity system in this game. What I mean by that, for example, if you do this one right here, if you go ahead and run that raid or that dungeon, the first time you get the box, there's a good chance, because of that food that you took, that you're going to get the gold item. If you don't, do it again. You pretty much do it until you get one of those pieces, and then you open up the box and boom, you get both of those pieces right away. I'll be honest, guys, as you see, I have done every single one of them. They are super easy to do, especially on a tank, and probably even easier on a DPS. And in this method, the only one was the Towering Ruin. This one I did 3 times. All the other ones I did it once or twice, and I got both of the golds. And then finally, all the way in the end, which by the way, this thing right here is fantastic, the Dark Mist Fortress. If you haven't done this, oh my god, it is hilarious. It's awesome. But you can do it pretty easily. You need to be about 10, almost 11,000 ability score, but it is going to drop a box with a legendary weapon for you. So that is going to complete your ensemble if you didn't get lucky and get the weapon at the end. But as you see, you can do this pretty easily, and if you just kind of maintain a little patience with the box, don't open it until you get the first one, and then open up the box to get the second one, you can finish your entirety of your grind right here and then. Now I'm gonna fire off a few quick ones that you should pay attention to as we're doing this, and then we'll get to the final one, how to complete your score. These I'm sure you guys are already doing. I'm just gonna mention them just so they're in the video as well. Starting off right here with the trial path, you want to make sure that you're doing all of these as soon as they're open and get the rewards, because you want to make sure that you can go into talents and spend as many of these points as possible, because this also increases your gear score in the end. Next, in the gears workshop or the gear score option, you want to talk to Maxim here, and you want to make sure you start off with Reforge. Make sure that every single one of your weapons, your items, your gear is fully maxed out. Fully done, because again, this is going to help you, and this requires, again, one more time, the reforged stones. Again, there's plenty of them that the actual game gives you, so there's no worry in this, but again, make sure that you do them right away. The second thing is refining. Make sure that you're starting to do these and get them to level 5 ASAP, and again, every 3-4 days you should be able to do this. It requires the crystals, and it requires some money and some of these fine forganites and some of the other materials that you get in the game. Super easy to get. Just make sure that you're keeping up with it and all that good stuff. And lastly, make sure that you are putting the correct gems for your class in there. I know you guys are already doing this, but I just wanted to mention it, that you're gonna need a gem for every one of your slots. Next thing I want to talk about, guys, is just as important is your battle imagines. This is a huge thing for your gear score, and let me show you what I mean by that. So for example, if I go to skills and then I go to battle imagines, I am only using the purple ones because I wanted to show you how you can do this with them. I'm using the Mighty Colossus, and I'm using the Maku Warrior, and as you see, I've already begun advancing my Maku Warrior. Advancing them, by the way, is huge. Let me show you an example really quick. So I have, again, I'm a free to play, and I have some friends who are free to play as well, and we wanted to kind of compete and see who can do the most. And my friend Aya, as you see right over here, she's 12 to 87. The only difference between me and her is that she got super lucky and she got both of her gold ones, crafted them, and on top of that leveled one of them up to level 3 or 4, and the difference is 1000 combat power. That's how huge these things are. So again, this is what I recommend doing, guys. If you can get the 2 purple ones that you need, begin upgrading the one that's most important, and then get yourself a gold one and then upgrade that one, and then look for the second gold one, and so forth and so forth. You don't want to upgrade at the same time. You want to upgrade one then the other, because you can focus more on it. Do not sleep on Stimmin vaults, by the way. Make sure that you get a group and start doing this ASAP. They again drop tons of materials that you're going to need for your imagines. Honestly, this is where I got most of mine. I'm sure you can as well. And again, everybody that I talk to that it's 12,000 plus CP right now, this is all they say is get a group and do this ASAP. That is it for the video, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you need any help. Again, feel free to join our community and our guild. It is in the description. We're going to be staying here for a long time, and we're going to be pushing the numbers. We're going to be making sure that we are getting the most CP or combat power that we can every single week. Anyway, thanks again. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.